fucking suck. Gooseworks made a tweet not too long ago about, hey, maybe we shouldn't bully people and send people death threats over a fictional character. That was me. That was me. My name is Rosetta Sun, and I am a TikToker, now YouTuber, and I got so much hate from the Digital Circus fandom that then caused me to leave. Why am I talking about it now? Am I just milking this dry simply because Gooseworks talked about it? Here's the thing. It gave me some perspective, and it led me to this conclusion. Fandoms fucking suck. Fandoms are ass, especially nowadays, right? Back in the day, when y'all bitches were shipping sands together, fun. Y'all were having fun. It was weird as fuck, but y'all were having fun. But you used the terms OTP, and you used the term weeb, and it was cringe, and all these things. Like, that shit was fun, right? Because it was harmless. Now, here's the problem. We tried so hard to detoxify the fandom space from those disgusting dark parts of it that we wound up turning into fucking nuns. We're fucking nuns. We're sitting here, you can't ship these two characters together. And I'm gonna use Digital Circus a lot as an example because I love the source material, I love it down. Oh my god. But the fandom, if I could put all of y'all in a fucking freezer, I would. Oh, you can't ship these two characters because the age gap. And it's literally Pomni and Jax with a 3-year age gap. They're both in their 20s. Jax is 22 years old, Pomni's 25, and you can't ship them because the age gap. You don't understand how many fucking comments I got about that. That's fucking ridiculous. Y'all are lame as fuck. Y'all remember when we were shipping Ameripan? We were shipping countries, bitch. I mean, of course, as long as the two characters are adults. Now, listen here, right? You have to specify nowadays. As long as both the characters are adults. Duh! Fucking duh! Why would you ship a child with an adult? Why? You know normal people don't act like this, right? You know normal people don't just do that shit, right? You know who I blame? It's the YouTubers. I'm sorry. And I love my YouTube friends. I love my YouTube friends down. But it's the Yandere devs that are the problem. It's the fucking, every other YouTuber that should, just honestly the whole Dream SMP. All of them now have made it an awkward and unsafe place, especially within the fandom sphere, to ship things, and you have to literally let people know that you're not a creep like they are. Y'all bitches are mean and you're strict and you say like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. And I understand where you're coming from. You just don't want things to be problematic. You don't want things to be negative or problematic. Because a lot of the things that people like content creators come out for being problematic for, a lot of that shit is just basic human fucking decency. It's basic human common sense. Don't talk to minors, bro. Like, it's the most basic fucking shit. Don't be racist. Don't be fatphobic. Like, it's literally just the most basic fucking shit. When creators set boundaries, right? Like, I saw Clown, who created Welcome Home. Clown was setting their boundaries, as they fucking should. And what unintentionally spawned from that was fans who wanted to be the most morally superior bitch in the room. They turn around and say, hey, Clown said none of this. Clown says you can't do this. And Clown never fucking said that. But they were like, no, Clown says you can't do this. And they're pushing their own fucking morals and their own fucking standards on the fandom space and making it a fucking nunnery. And I keep using that term because it's so strict. It's so strict. And it's ridiculous. And people can't have fucking opinions anymore because they think it's a personal attack on them. I'm gonna say this right here. If you say you're a Kinney, you need to tread fucking lightly. Because I have a kin list. I'll be like, oh yeah, I kin this character, right? And I have a whole fucking list of all the characters I kin. It's super fun. It's a harmless activity. Except for some of you. Tell me why I got Gangle Kinnies in my comments being like, oh, well, I can Gangle, and therefore you saying you hate Gangle means you hate me, and oh, you hate people with BPD, you hate people with mental health issues, bro. How does it reflect how she acts towards people with mental illness in real life? I'm one of those mentally ill ass bitches too. I feel as though the fandom space, with all of its toxicity, right? Like I went over the toxicity, but functionally, the fandom space isn't even doing what it's supposed to do anymore, right? Functionally, I made a video being like, hey, maybe y'all should roleplay with your friends. You make an OC, they make an OC, and y'all trade paragraphs back and forth and you make a story, right? Like I used to do that, I still do that with my best friend, River. I said, yeah, do it with your friends. People said, I don't have any friends. Step 1, have friends. And y'all bitches will have the same profile picture. Bro, y'all will be in the same fandom and say you don't have any friends. How does that work? The fandom space is a community where you're supposed to make friends, but functionally, it's failed in doing that because of everything pre-mentioned earlier, right? Like it's a fucking nunnery. Everyone's strict. No one's happy. It's all miserable. And people are turning around and be like, yeah, you wouldn't survive Homestuck. They wouldn't. You wouldn't survive Merlin. You wouldn't survive. Because here's the thing. In all of the old fandom world's toxic, weird shit, at least people could be themselves. Now everyone's walking on fucking eggshells, and now functionally, fandoms do not work anymore. Honestly, you know the phrase yeah, I wish I knew the phrase. No, but you know the phrase misery loves company, right? It's miserable. It's miserable. And the culture around being in a fandom is now, oh, I'm just not a good writer, I'm not a good artist, and I'm self-deprecating, and being self-deprecating and humble makes me a good person. No! It'll be the most talented ass bitch with the best artwork. I'm not even glazing because most of y'all can't even take the compliment to fucking begin with, right? And that's another problem in fucking self. That's just the culture we built. Being a self-deprecating, weird kid, right? Who turns around and looks at normies and thinks that they're the problem. It's like, bro, simply because, and a lot of us got bullied when we were younger, okay? A lot of us in like the raised on the internet, weird kid, Five Nights at Freddy's, JT music type, like listening bitch ass face, like, and love JT music, by the way. I hope that didn't sound rude. I love JT music. Oh my god. So anyway, but it's, and you know what I just said, right? Like I said I love JT music, and then in the back of my head I said I hope they don't turn out problematic and I have to delete that. Like, bro, it's so bad. Anyway, the fandom space, toxic as fuck. But anyway, a lot of us got bullied. Okay, a lot of us weird kids who wore the black clothes and the fucking eyeshadow and they, you know, cosplayed at school. Like a lot of us got fucking bullied for being weird, and that sucks. And so I feel like a lot of us are sticking in this fandom space because number one, it's familiar, and number two, it's people who had those same experiences as us. But it's also, we push away from the so-called normies because that's just, it's ingrained in us. It's the instinct. We want to push away from the normies because we just think, oh no, that they'll be mean to us, they'll be mean to us. But here's the thing, it's the fandom hoes that are mean now. Y'all come from a place of, like, you just don't want things to be problematic. I've seen people get canceled over the smallest things. Hi Pluto, that's my cat. Like, you wanna say hi? Hi. But I've seen people get canceled over the most minuscule fucking things, bro. And it's because these crusaders are doing it in the name of cleansing the fandom and keeping it non-problematic. But you can't do that, bro. Because when there's actually an issue, y'all aren't gonna do shit about it, right? And so when it was me saying, oh, I don't like Gangle, y'all took it out of proportion and was like, oh, well, she must hate people who are mentally ill. I shouldn't have to spill my guts and talk about all my mental issues and things like that just to have the credentials to have an opinion. You know what I mean? Like, that should not have to have been the case at all. I feel like we need to either do a whole rebrand, reset, or just book it. Or make it, because here's the thing. Functionally, fandoms are not even doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not. They're literally fucking not. No one within the fandom space should have to say, oh, I don't have any friends. And that was an overwhelming majority of people. And so, and then of course there's the whole death threats bullshit, like that. Bro, like I had to come out on the internet and say I was having panic attacks because of this bullshit. And like, and God bless all my friends. God bless all my friends who stuck by me during that era, because I was really stressed the fuck out, for real. And now I'm over it. Honestly, I saw it as a plus. I'm very optimistic. I'm an optimist. I am an optimist. I looked at that and I said, oh, I want to start YouTube. I want to start a career on YouTube. And I feel like me receiving that hate really prepared me just in case I receive hate like that again. And I know what to do. You know what I mean? I feel like we need to reset. Factory reset. Factory fucking reset. It's lame. We need to foster a community around being confident and supporting each other's artwork and supporting each other's creativity. Because if y'all are not gonna be friendly with each other, you could at least be cordial enough to, if you see a piece of artwork, say, that's cool artwork, bye. Just be nice on the fucking internet, and that's so hard for y'all because y'all are fucking, I don't even know. I think it's because of the misery thing. I think it's because when you grow up on the internet and the whole community and status quo is fostered around being self-deprecating and being like mean, that's just how it is, you know? And then you add on top of that this moral superiority. No. You need to separate fiction from reality. I brought up the whole Kinney thing, right? And how you should tread lightly with being like a Kinney. Let me circle back to that. But if you can't differentiate fiction from reality, number one, you are not Gangle. Most of you need to know that. Number two, you are not entitled to Gangle in any sort of way. And number three, you are not defending Gangle's honor by saying, oh, well, I'm fuck Rosetta Stone, you're not, no. So differentiate fiction from reality and don't take shit so fucking seriously. And I think, again, that circles back to the whole policing the fandom space in order to keep it unproblematic. But y'all are the ones who are ruining the fandom by doing so. I understand your intentions. You have good intentions because you just don't want it to be a problematic space. And again, the people who are to blame, most of them, YouTubers. And it's just, I understand where you're coming from, but this moral superiority bullshit, you're ruining the space. It's ruining the space, bro. It's not good. Y'all need to be nicer to each other. Honestly, I just wanted to get this out because it was something interesting to talk about. So what a hook, right? Do you have anything else to say? Who's that one streamer with the long hair who has the really deep voice and he sounds really cool? Is it Moist Critical? He's hot. He's kind of hot. So yeah, that's all I had to say. Anyway, what's up, guys?